After completing a level successfully, you will be given a badge. There are 6 different badges to collect. Hello my lovely friends and welcome back to English Express. My name is Kurt. I'm a Cambridge certified English teacher with over 15 years of teaching experience, and today we're gonna have a test. This test is very important since it will help you understand what your level of English is, and therefore it will guide you further on your journey to English mastery. You will have 5 questions for each level, starting from A1 all the way to C2. For each question you have 5 seconds to think, and after I will reveal the correct answer together with an explanation. After completing a level successfully, you will be given a badge. There are 6 different badges to collect. No pressure, no sweat, just do your best. Let's go. She, happy today. The answer is C. She is happy today. Is the correct form of the verb to be, used for the third person singular subjects like he, she, and it. In English, the verb to be changes form depending on the subject. For example, I am, you are, he, she, it is, we are, you are, they are. Number 2. What is the opposite of hot? If you guessed A, cold, you're right. Cold is the direct opposite of hot. This is fundamental vocabulary. It's important that learners understand this concept when it comes to describing temperatures, feelings, and even more. For example, it's hot outside during summer and it would be cold during winter. Number 3. The book is the table. The book is on the table. The preposition on indicates that something is placed on top of another surface. This is a common preposition, right? And it's used to describe location. For example, you can say, the cat is on the roof. Number 4. I have apple. An is the correct article to use before words that start with a vowel sound, such as apple. Here are 2 other examples that will help you differentiate between a or an. We say an orange and a banana. Number 5. This is my friend. Name is John. His name is John. His is the correct possessive pronoun used to indicate that something belongs to or is associated with a male person. For example, her book refers to a female, while his car refers to a male. If you completed this level, then you are definitely at an A1 level. And for accomplishing it, please take this badge. It's the Language Explorer badge. This badge symbolizes a compass, meaning the start of a language journey. Now let's move on to the next level and see if you can get the next badge. Welcome to level A2. Let's start with the first question. They to the park yesterday. Went. They went to the park yesterday. Went is the past tense of the verb go, indicating an action that occurred in the past. This is an example of an irregular verb, where the past form of the verb does not follow the standard of the past simple rules, the ED rule. I go to the store in the present becomes I went to the store, not I goed to the store. Goed doesn't exist. Can I have coffee, please? 2 correct answers. Can I have some coffee? And can I have a coffee? Some is used in the affirmative requests or offers, whilst any is typically used in the negative sentences and questions. For instance, you might say, do you have any water when asking? But I would like some water when making a request. A can also be used to indicate 1 cup. Can I have a 1 cup of coffee, please? Number 3. I live New York. The answer is in. I live in New York. In is a preposition which is used for larger geographic areas like cities and countries. For example, I live in London, or he lives in Germany. Number 4, I TV every night. Watch is the present tense verb that describes a habitual action. It means to look at something very attentively. For example, I watch movies on the weekends. Number 5, what is the past tense of the verb to eat? 8. That's the correct answer. 8 is the past tense of the verb to eat. If you completed the A2 level, then you're a beginner learner and you are ready to move on to the intermediate. If you're enjoying this video, please hit like and subscribe, as it will really help the channel out. Take this test with your friends, family members, any language learners you know. Share this video, it will really help me out. And before we move on to the intermediate stage, please don't forget to pick up your new badge. The badge is called the Word Collector. It symbolizes a magnifying glass, and this shows all the progress you're making. Now it's time to move on to the intermediate level. Question number 1. If it rains, I home. The correct answer is C. If it rains, I will stay at home. This is the first conditional, right? In the first conditional, we use will to talk about real future possibilities based on a condition. For example, if it snows, I will stay inside because I cannot walk on snow. This structure helps express potential outcomes based on certain conditions and is key for making predictions. Very important, the word predictions. Number 2, I'm looking forward seeing you. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Looking forward to is a fixed expression. That means you are excited about something that will happen in the future. For example, I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's very important to learn these expressions since they will enrich your vocabulary and will make your conversations way more interesting. Number 3, what is the comparative form of good? Better. Better is the comparative form of good, used to compare two things, okay? We use the comparative to compare two things. This is better than this. This book is better than this book. When it's 3 or more, we use the superlative. For example, this book is the best book. We have more than 2 contestants. Number 4, she's interested learning French. The answer is in. Interested in is a common phrase used to express curiosity or engagement with a subject. For example, he's interested in photography. Number 5, he asked me where I yesterday. The answer is was. In indirect questions, we use the past tense was when the main verb is in the past. For example, he asked where she was. It's very important to understand how to frame questions correctly because this will help us communicate very effectively. Looks like you've moved up another level. Here, take this badge. It's the Grammar Guru badge. This book symbolizes your ever-growing knowledge of grammar. Let's try and get the next badge, shall we? Come with me. Let's go to the upper intermediate level. Level B2, and here we go. The movie, by many people. A. Was seen. Was seen is the passive voice construction in the past simple tense, indicating that the action was performed on the subject. For example, the book was read by millions. Number 2, the company has decided to new employees. Hire. The correct answer is hire. Hire means to employ someone for a job or a task. For example, they hired a new manager. And what's the opposite of hire? To fire. Number 3, he is responsible managing the project. The correct answer is 4. He is responsible for managing the project. Responsible for indicates accountability for a task or duty, right? For example, she is responsible for the budget. I am responsible for providing you with the best English information out there. She has a good of humor. sense. She has a good sense of humor. Sense of humor is a fixed phrase that describes a person's ability to appreciate and express humor. For example, he has a great sense of humor. This is a collocation, right? A collocation is when two or more words often are used together because they sound right? They like each other, so they stay together all the time. It's like how fast food sounds better than quick food, even though quick food and fast foods are pretty much the same thing. Number 5, the train when he was late. He missed the train when he was late. Missed means failing to catch or arrive at something in time. For example, I missed the bus this morning because I'm always late. Well. Seems like you've just completed the upper intermediate level, which means you are definitely an upper intermediate learner, which is an impressive feat. Good job. But wait, before I give you your badge, which you've rightly earned, please, if you are enjoying this type of content, hit like and subscribe as it will really help the channel out. Share with your friends, family, colleagues, whoever is an active language learner. I'm pretty sure this video will help them. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comments below and I will answer them. And before we move on to the advanced level, please accept my gift. This is the Fluent Navigator badge. The map symbolizes the confidence you have in navigating the English language. Hold on to that map and let's move on to the big league, the advanced level. It's waiting for us. Let's go. Welcome to the advanced level. We're gonna start with C1 all the way up to C2. If you've come thus far, I'm pretty sure you're ready for this. Let's go. Number 1. Had I known about the traffic, earlier. The answer is would have left. Had I known about the traffic, I would have left earlier. This is an example of the third conditional used for hypothetical situations in the past. Very important. Hypothetical situations in the past, so things that could have happened. It expresses a lot of regret or a missed opportunity. For instance, had I known about the party, I would have attended. Had I known how awesome you people are, I would have started shooting these lessons before. Number 2. The results were better than we could have hoped. Hope for. Hope for is a fixed expression that conveys optimism about outcomes. For example, I really hope for a good result. Number 3, the company needs to implement measures to avoid financial crisis. The correct word is preventive. Preventive describes actions taken to prevent problems. For example, preventive measures include safety training. It's very important to understand this type of vocabulary since it's essential for discussing strategies in professional contexts, and it also demonstrates a very proactive approach. If you're interested in more business English expressions, I'm gonna link the video here or here, somewhere on this. It's gonna be also linked down in the description below. Have a look. In this video, I described 15 modern business English words, which when you master them, you will take your communication level and your English mastery to the next level. Number 4, not only the best team, but they also won the championship. The correct answer is were they. Not only were they the best team, but they also won the championship. The phrase not only requires what we call a grammatical inversion, and this is done for extra emphasis. So it is grammatically correct to say not only were they. Grammatical inversion is useful for making emphasis, and it's very impactful in statements, both in written and also in spoken. When you use grammatical inversion, it adds a hint of sophistication to your language and helps you emphasize the very important key points. What is the correct idiom? He was thrown in at the deep end when he had to manage the team without any training. The correct version is thrown in at the deep end. The idiom means being placed in a difficult situation without having any form of preparation. For example, she was thrown in at the deep end when she started her new job. Idioms are very important to use in a language since they add that extra color to your communication. Wow, I'm impressed. Seems like you just aced through C1 level, right? and I think you deserve this. Here, take this magic wand badge. It's called the Communication Wizard badge. It is a magic wand because it represents how precise you are at mastering a language. The final boss is around the corner. This is the badge we've all been waiting for, haven't we? Time for the proficiency test, level C2. Let's go! The results are with expectations. In line with means consistent with or aligned to something. This is often used in very formal context. For instance, his views are in line with the company's goals. Understanding such phrases enhances your ability to communicate nuanced ideas very effectively and demonstrates a high level of language proficiency. Her argument was so that nobody could refute it. Compelling. Her argument was so compelling that nobody could refute it. Compelling describes something that is persuasive and very convincing. For example, the evidence was compelling enough to change our minds. Knowing these strong adjectives like compelling, for example, can elevate your discussions and writings, allowing you to express very complex ideas in a very clear manner. After years of hard work, he finally reached the of his profession. After years of hard work, he finally reached the pinnacle of his profession. Pinnacle refers to the highest point of achievement or success. For example, winning the award was the pinnacle of her success. Number 4. The professor gave a lecture on quantum mechanics. The correct answer is thought-provoking. Thought-provoking refers to something that stimulates deep thinking or reflection. For example, the documentary that I watched last night was very thought-provoking. Knowing such collocations will help you express your ideas very succinctly and precisely. Number 5. By the time the meeting starts, the entire report. By the time the meeting starts, we will have finished the entire report. This is the future perfect tense. Will have finished. The future perfect tense indicates an action that will be completed before a specific time in the future. For example, I will have completed this project by Monday. Mastering this tense will allow you to discuss timelines more effectively, and this shows a high level of proficiency in the English language. And there you go! Well done, test complete. If you got all the C2 level questions correct, you are a native speaker. It's either that or you are very, 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 very smart. Dare I say, you are even better because some of the native speakers would not be able to answer some of the C2 level questions, especially under examination conditions. Here, please accept my gift. This is the final boss badge. It's the global wordsmith. It symbolizes the full proficiency and also cultural fluency. Please count your score and let me know down in the comments below your score and also which badge you have. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. If you're really interested in English learning content, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you will be informed when our latest video is released. We also want to hear from you, right? What topics would you like to see next? Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next lesson.